Reflective practice. Let's have a good understanding of what is reflective practice and what it means in our project. Here's our definition. It's the capacity to reflect on action so as to engage in a process of continuous learning. That means that during the life of our project, we have an experience. There is an activity, either past or present. We then observe, we document what happened, our monitoring systems. We do a reflection. We try to make sense of what happened. And out of that, we replan. We plan and make changes, and then we go back to our experience. And this is a cycle that happens in a continuous learning. The element of reflection is the one that helps us understand what is happening and what we need to do to improve it. Let's look more about the definition. Is how we analyze project information, monitoring and evaluation results. So we make informed decisions and recommendations about the necessary changes in the current or future projects. And it's also the process for transformation of the project and the organization. So we look at our data and we make decisions about it in order to improve it. Another important element of reflective practice is empowerment, because it's the same team, it's the team individuals, the project staff, who are encouraged to question the practical limits of project interventions. They discuss results as they emerge from the monitoring and evaluations, and they propose alternative strategies to improve the effectiveness of project deliverables. It is this openness, it is the ability for the team to question, but also to provide alternatives that creates a level of empowerment and ownership in the project. Here's a general process for reflective practice. We start questioning the what, the why, and the how. We then seek alternatives. We keep an open mind. We try to view it from various perspectives. And we're asking, what if? What if we change this way? What if we do it that way? We then could ask for others' ideas and viewpoints. We can ask key stakeholders, beneficiaries, or partners about what they think. Then we can consider consequences of the actions, whether we don't do anything or we change something. We hypothesize, we create ideas, we try to synthesize and test our concepts and ideas, and we are constantly seeking, identifying, and resolving problems. The idea behind reflective practice is that help us look without much effort at what is happening in a project. We can begin at the beginning when have a baseline. The number of people that are trained starts increasing over time, and we can see those numbers moving and moving. But the baseline marked in red and the progress indicator are not changing. Do we continue the project? Do we continue training people? Everybody seems to be completing the training sessions, but the quality of the projects are not changing. Early in the project, that's when we start asking those questions. What is happening? It's a moment for reflection. Maybe here we had a midterm evaluation or internal evaluation that looked at that discrepancy, that we were adding resources, but those key indicators were not moving. At this moment, then we can make those changes, which is easier to make them rather than at the end when you don't have enough resources. And by making those suggestions, recommendations, then we can start seeing changes in the way our indicators are going to be moving. So we can see that ideas or changes are causing a move in our indicator, resulting in what we expected. Without that reflective practice, we could have been going blindly, training people without much understanding about why we were not making this change. and that is an important element of reflective practice. The other one is that reflective practice is not something that happens once a year. We begin our plans, we do our actions, we observe, we reflect, and then we replan. And we go again to the next cycle, and then to the next cycle. This could be happening in periods depending on the size of the project, the complexity, the risk. It could be 3 to 6 months and done internally by the team. And every time we plan, we act, we observe, we have the data, but we need to reflect. And that is the kind of practice that can help the project improve little by little and achieve its intended objectives.